This stone behind me weighs over 100 tons and was put in place some 5,000 years ago. Ireland is dotted with megalithic monuments, hundreds of large structures, mostly tombs, dating from the Neolithic period. Think of the Passage Tomb at Newgrange, for example. This structure here in Brownshill, County Carlow, is slightly different. It's known as a dolmen or portal tomb. And of all the portal tombs in Ireland, this one has the largest capstone of all. It wouldn't have looked exactly like this when it was first constructed. Portal tombs were covered with mounds of earth and stone. So we can imagine a huge, probably oval cairn stretching out behind this structure. Very little is known about the people who built the Brownshill Dolmen and other portal tombs, but it's hard not to be impressed at the organised labour that must have gone into its construction. Archaeologists still aren't sure exactly how they were built with only stone tools. In the Middle Ages though, people were pretty confident as to how they were built. It had to be giants. In some of the more fantastical writings on early Irish saints, for example, we find stories of saints coming to places like this, sites of megalithic monuments, recognizing them as giants' graves and actually raising up the giant from the grave. In one story about St. Patrick, that's just what he does, and the giant begins weeping. He's in pain. "May I walk with you?" he asks Patrick. And Patrick answers no, because this giant would terrify people. You can't just have giants walking around. But Patrick offers him a little catechesis, and the giant is then baptized, confesses his faith, and then falls back silent and lies back in his grave. In a later work of literature called Ogilv na Shenorach, Patrick is imagined to be praying his psalms at a fortress where the ancient warrior Fionn McCool had lived. And out of nowhere, a load of giants appeared, Cuilche and his men. And we're told that the tallest of Patrick's priests came only to the waist of these great men. It's a scary moment, but Patrick takes the opportunity to learn from these giants, travelling around the island and learning the stories associated with massive monuments like this one. Now, this isn't just an Irish idea. In England in the 8th century, a poem is written about a Roman ruin, and the building is referred to as Enta Yeoyork, the work of giants. But what I find interesting about these Irish stories is that these imagined pre-Christian characters don't appear threatening or worthy of disdain. They're quite genial, they're good giants, and they're presented as being open to the gospel. In Ogilv na Shenorach, the giant warrior Cuilche is baptized, and he gives to Patrick a gift, a huge block of red gold, as long as one of Patrick's arms. It was a gift to him, he explains, from his master Fionn McCool, and we're told then in the story that it was used to make bell shrines and book shrines. These images, the pre-Christian gold being transformed into reliquaries, the gigantic builders of these megaliths being raised up and baptized, the saints enjoying old stories of heroic adventures, they all point to an attitude among Ireland's early Christians with regard to the mysterious past and its mysterious monuments. It wasn't seen as a den of darkness in fundamental opposition to Christianity, but as good and noble and fulfilled in Christianity.